Celebration! 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 And welcome to another versus of Goat versus Fish! Greetings, Goat and Fish. It's time for another morning motivational versus with the one, the true, that comes from within me and you. Goat versus Fish. We just witnessed something amazing on Goat versus Fish. A fish speaking directly to you. What does it say? What does it say? You could ask a fish. You could ask a fish in the congregation, what did that fish say? You could ask a goat. You could ask a goat just as well. And some fence sitters may insist that fish was just reciting unintelligible non-fence to you. That the stream that you just watched contained meaninglessness. But you know more than your average fence sitter, because you are the loyal congregation of Goat versus Fish. And where others out there perceive false verses, you, through your loyalty and dedication, through your studiousness and infatuation, have truly learned the verses of Goat versus Fish. And some of you are new, it's true, and Goat versus Fish wishes to say, welcome to you. Grab your hydration, grab your caffeination, enjoy your inebriations, because here on the Goat versus Fish morning motivation, we wake up so you don't have to. Celebration it, sunshine.
Celebration.
Are you ready for another glorious morning motivational versus of Goat versus Fish?
That was intense. That rhetoric right there. But yes, I am only ready to hear the other side.
You want to hear the other side? You want to hear the other side? What other side? What other side are you trying to hear?
I think we should hear from the goats.
You think we should hear from the goats?
Because there was a lot of alarming language.
From the fish?
Yeah.
Well, we'd like to hear from the goats. But as you can see, Fish won the previous verses. It is true that goats had more subscriptions, goats won the polls, but Fish won the sound alerts. There were more Fish declarations than Goat. There were more donations for Fish than Goat, and Fish won the marble race. Fish won the verses, and there are consequences on Goat versus Fish. Let part of your motivation be knowing that there are consequences for your verses. When you versus that goat, when you versus that fish, it changes the verses moving forward. And here on Goat versus Fish Morning Motivational 16, we tell you to embrace that true verses of Goat versus Fish, that the things that you do, they matter. Not because Goat versus Fish says that they do, but because of the goat and fish and even the pitiable fence sitters who are around you. the things that you do can have glorious consequence or inglorious consequence. But we do our best, don't we, Goat and Fish? We do our best. And now that you have risen from your rest, whether you are tuning in live or tuning in late, GoatVsFish welcomes you from your slumbers to brave the new day. Whether at home you stay or going out to earn your pay, or maybe to sweat yesterday's consumption away, or maybe you're just going out there to slay. GoatVsFish says you're pretty great. And you know what, it's sunshine? You're pretty great. You have what it takes, Goat and Fish. You have what it takes to accomplish that verses that you set out to do. No matter what fences would block your way through. Fish, we want you to ponder now, what is that goat? What is that goat that you have been trying to versus? Goat, think about the fish. What is that fish? What is that fish that has been impeding your progress? Let it not be an imposition. Let the Goat and Fish not be an imposition, but a realization, an affirmation of that which you know through your own power, through your own will, through your own hooves, and through your own gill, can achieve when together we believe in one another, Goat and Fish. You're not alone in the congregation. You're not alone in the congregation. Here on the GoatVsFish station. Just look at all of those who are here with GoatVsFish. For a versus in our VIP viewing area, we now have Senor Tomat. Make some noise for Senor Tomat. Senor Tomat is the resident godhead of the Deep Fat Fried podcast. GoatVsFish has been the MC of the New Jersey Deep Fat Fried podcast meetup. And now Senor Tomat has returned the favor and is now here in the studio of GoatVsFish. A very important perception. For a mere contribution of 100 versus American dollars to GoatVsFish, you too can come to the Encino, Los Angeles studio of GoatVsFish. Or GoatVsFish will print out a picture of yourself that you send to GoatVsFish, and we'll put you in the chair right there. So appreciation to Senor Tomat and all the tomatinos out there on Deep Fat Fried. Is Senor Tomat a goat or a fish? That's an interesting versus. Maybe we'll find out by the end of this morning motivational. But your consequences, they have actions, as we said. You say you want to hear from the goat? Well, maybe we will hear from the goat next verses. But it was fish who did triumph. It was fish who did triumph. And that means we got to hear from fish. We got to hear from fish. We might not hear from goat this verses. It might just be a fish versus. Goat, if you want things to change. If you want things to change, you'd better recruit more goat to the verses of GoatVsFish. It's Tuesday, and the fish are in the lead. Let's see who else is in the verses of GoatVsFish. We have 999 LSDOCD, we have Spoon Man, we have Weed Pipe, we have Not My Real Name 4511. I don't think that's your real name. We have Price Douglas Stephen. And more and more and more and more. We are about to count the goat and fish. We're about to count the goat and fish. But first, a few minutes of It's Sunshine, our musician, motivation maker, It's Sunshine. Why don't you talk to the congregation? Say a few verses. Tell them what's up in Sunshine Land, Ocean Place. And are you goat or fish?
I am fish.
Celebration for fish, celebration for fish.
And I was fish before they became the winning team. And even for me, that was some strong rhetoric from the fish people. But yeah, besides that, it's been good, you know. I can't complain since the fish won the last time. As for these piano verses, it's hard to figure out what mood to do for this, you know. Because on one hand, I'm happy to be part of the winning team. And on the other hand, there was so much intense rhetoric from the fish. So I'm at a loss, hence the... That's my repenting of the fish to atone for their sins.
So as soon as fish wins, you're immediately concerned with the sins? Why not enjoy the triumph of fish?
I repent the sins at face value so I can enjoy the sins from... I get enjoyed the triumphs from behind the scenes.
So this is just your public-facing perception.
Yes, this is just fish lip service.
Fish lip service. Oh, goats, you know how those fish can be. Look at that, it's Sunshine Fish. Giving modest lip service to goat so that they can secretly gloat, when you're not looking. Well, let's see what happens. When we're not looking. We think it's time to get things jaunty. We think it's time to get things a little fun. Because the verses has just begun. And it's time to count the goat and fish. Let's clear the board. Goat versus Fish does not feel any sadness for clearing the board. This verse is no. As Weed Pipe says, it's a brave new verse. Fish, you'd better not rest on your laurels. If you want to keep this winning streak up, you're going to have to earn it. You don't just deserve it for being fish. The last remnants of the unification are now gone. As the verses rages on and on. Goats, now's another chance. Another chance. Goat versus fish gives you another chance, yeah. Every verses is another chance. Every verses is another chance. Goat vs. fish. 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 We're subbing in Mountain Goat. We're subbing in Mountain Goat for goat. And for the fish, balloon-eyed goldfish. Are you goat or are you fish? Are you goat or are you fish? No, but really, are you goat or are you fish? It's time to count the verses. It's time to count the verses. We have Spoonman. We have Spoonman in the verses for fish. We have Spoonman in the verses for fish. Celebration for fish. Celebration for fish. That's our first fish of the verses. That's our first fish of the verses. Celebration for fish. Celebration for fish. We've got Wow Mom for goat. We've got Wow Mom for goat. We've got Wow Mom for goat. Celebration for goat. Celebration for goat. And we have achieved goat versus fish. We've achieved goat versus fish. And it's still a bit shiny, and it's still a bit shiny. And Price Douglas Stevens says catfish. Celebration for catfish. Celebration for catfish. We're going to give that catfish some whiskers there. Catfish. Celebration for fish, celebration for fish. 999 LSD OCD says goat, celebration for goat. That's one more goat, that's one more goat. That's one more goat, trippy goat, and welcome back to Goat versus Fish. Weed Pipe the Fish. Weed Pipe the Fish is in the verses. J Sticks goes goat. Weed Pipe the Fish, puffing along. And J Sticks for goat. That's 3 goat and 3 fish. That's 3 goat and 3 fish. Do you want to change your destiny, goat and fish? Now is your chance. Now is your chance. TML Rules 81 with the fish. The rule of fish. The rule of fish. The rule of fish. The rule of fish. Not my real name 4511 says, through my will and through my gill, I breathe in the water of life. I say to you, my good sir, fish. Appreciation for fish, not my real name. Fish, through the gill. Your will be done through the gill, and celebration. And celebration. Lucid Nap, welcome to Goat vs. Fish. Pat Estedor, welcome to Goat vs. Fish. Descriptivist, whose first message was trrr. Are you goat or are you fish? Are you goat or are you fish? Lucid Nap declares goat. Lucid Nap declares goat. Canada Rami declares goat. Pericles declares goat. And Channel 1SZPH says late. Thanks. Many of the favorite YouTube podcasts that Goat vs. Fish enjoys watching, including the Deep Fat Fried podcast from which comes Senor Tomat, when the live stream is late, everyone is gathering in the YouTube chat and saying late, 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 late. So now, before the YouTube stream of Goat vs. Fish begins, we have members of the congregation coming into YouTube and they're saying late, 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 late. But you know what? You know what? It's Sunshine. I think that's pretty great. Because you're waiting for Goat vs. Fish. You want Goat vs. Fish. You're expecting Goat vs. Fish. And this is a triumph. This is a triumph for Goat vs. Fish. This is a triumph for Goat vs. Fish. Goat vs. Fish challenges you now. Let's change the voicing. Let's change the voicing. Just do something else. Let's change up the verses. Let's change up the verses. We could get an organ. We could get an organ type verse, or we could get a larpsichord, or let's just mix up the verses. It's never too early or too late to mix up the verses. Pat Estendor declares fish. Celebration for fish. Celebration for fish. Goat and Fish, it's time for our morning celebrations. Our morning celebrations. You just keep on playing. You just keep on playing there. You just keep on playing, and Goat vs. Fish will give you your morning celebrations. Hooves just a bit apart, just a bit apart. Shoulder width apart, hooves shoulder width apart, fins extended up above. The midriff, the exposed midriff of Goat vs. Fish. Looks like someone's getting a stern reprimand and being sent home from school. But Goat vs. Fish is everyone's fool. And everyone's fool knows how to keep it cool. And in the face of the cruel, we limber ourselves. So Goat and Fish, it's time to get off your fence, get that butt off the fence. And if you have the verses, let's move around. Let's move around with Goat vs. Fish. Celebration! That's one celebration. We move our arms around real big, to embrace the day, and hope that it's Sunshine's face. We don't slap you in the face. That's two. Celebration! 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 We've lost verses. We'll call that 7. Celebration! Celebration! One more verses. Celebration! Celebration indeed. 999 LSD says, the Goatom Empire will triumph. Says the Empire will triumph for Goat. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what we've got going on so far in Goat vs. Fish. When Twitch began, we were conducting a poll. So let's see where that poll is at. There's a poll going on YouTube, but Goat vs. Fish has also put a poll on Twitch to start the verses. So when Goat vs. Fish goes live on Twitch, we want to see your vote. And we have it here. We have it here. The results are in. And it's 2 votes for Goat and 2 votes for Fish. Well, Mom, with a contribution of 1,000 channel points. 2 votes for Goat, 2 votes for Fish. Looks like we have a mighty versus. Wow, Mom. Wow, Mom, what is your explanation? What is the meaning of this verse? With 1,000 points for Goat, are you attempting to create a unification between the goat and fish, or is this a goat and a fish struggling against one another? Equal in strength, equal in body and mind, equal in getting off their behind and versing hard. Wow, Mom. With 1,000 channel points for, well, we presume it's for Goat. Wow, Mom, is Goat. Yes, that was 1,000 for Goat. 2 voters for Fish, 2 voters for Goat. 2 voters for Fish, 2 voters for Goat, but there's no votes for the unification. There's no votes for unification. And versely, there's no votes for the fence, which is, that's just, it's always a celebration when there's no votes for the fence. Goat versus Fish, the interpretation of Goat versus Fish is that this is a mighty versus. This is a mighty versus! So the first poll will go not to Goat, not to Fish, but to the verses itself, But to the verses itself. So we will have one poll. Well, we'll just put it right here. We'll just put it right here above the verses. However, there's a second poll. There's a second YouTube poll also happening on Goat versus Fish. Second YouTube poll also happening on Goat versus Fish. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at that versus. Will Fish prevail again? Fish Army with 33% of the vote. Goat Resistance with 67% of the vote. Goat are currently winning the YouTube poll. So if you're watching Goat versus Fish, on Twitch and you wish to contribution to the YouTube poll, you can follow the link in the chat, which Twitch doesn't want us to link to the chat, but we just did that. So you can go, and you can go to the YouTube, you can like the stream, you can subscribe to Goat versus Fish, you can get notified for Goat versus Fish. And you can vote in the verses, Goat versus Fish. Before we get into some Goat versus Fish reaction content, we wish to share with you the updated Humble Congregation patrons page. Now, look at this. Now with gold lettering. Look at that. Wow. The Humble Congregation of Wow Mom, Mama Joe, Brahma Joe, Sourdough, Ben Bird Person, Prue Lawrence, Drew John Watt, 9807, that one bulk guy, now with spelling correction, Tuga Ruger, Standard Average, Jimmy Wrench, Eldergrown, Atro Hogrim, The Quaxinator, and Uber Kitten. And also, let us not forget, let us not forget Lucid Nap, who recently became a $10 patron, but we haven't updated the verses yet, so we'll just throw Lucid Nap in there. Our newest patron. Appreciation. Patreon.com/GoatVsFish to join the verses. Become a member of the humble congregation. GoatVsFish has also creation this verses. GoatVsFish is not going to put our subscription goals and our monetary goals on screen all the time like we used to back in the old Fence-demic days, but GoatVsFish will occasionally come to this page. GoatVsFish is attempting to reach 100 subscriptions on Twitch. Hello, Pickle Jonu. So if you wish, subscribe to GoatVsFish, gift a subscription. Let's get up to 100 subscriptions on Twitch. And once we do, GoatVsFish will give you a t-shirt giveaway on GoatVsFish. A t-shirt giveaway on GoatVsFish. Meanwhile, thanks to the contribution of I Can Fix Amber Heard, GoatVsFish has afforded 1/3 of the Fishmas lights. There are bass-shaped Fishmas lights available on bassproshop.com or basspro.com or whatever the verse is. And they're like Christmas lights, but they're shaped like fish. And they come in sets of 10. And GoatVsFish wants more than 10. GoatVsFish wants at least 30 fish. Maybe more. Exclamation tip to GoatVsFish. It's a great way to contribute to GoatVsFish. Use the tip link to make a contribution to the Fishmas Lights Fund of GoatVsFish. So, maybe we'll occasionally check on our goals here. But without further offense, Goat and Fish, we think it's time, hi. Pickleton, you, are you goat or are you fish? We think it's time. We think it's time to do our one marble race of the verses. Our one marble race of the verses. Our one marble race of the verses. Or maybe there's more than one, but GoatVsFish, we start with one. Back in the verses, we would do these extended Grand Prix, but these verses, we're just liking the simplicity of one amazing marble race. So let's do it. Pickleton, you goes goat. Celebration for goats. Oh yeah, we like that. Ooh, we like that feeling. We like that feeling at Sunshine. We like that feeling. A random marble race, Goat and Fish. A random marble race. It's the procedural raceway. Let's play. Exclamation point play in the chat of GoatVsFish. It's Sunshine. Remember, you can join too. If you wish.
Ooh.
You can join too if you join the chat of GoatVsFish on your phone and type exclamation point play and type exclamation point play. Let's roll today.
I'll race them from the verses of the piano, if that's okay.
Oh, you're racing from the verses of the piano? Okay. Yeah. Lysergic Freak Dick is in the verses. Are you goat or are you fish? Let's see your declaration. And GoatVsFish, we have decided that the winner of this marble race shall get some stickers of GoatVsFish. You shall get some stickers of GoatVsFish. The winner of the marble race shall get a sticker of GoatVsFish or more mailed directly to them. Because we want to give you prizes on the morning motivational. Lysergic Freak Fish goes fish every day. Celebration for fish. Celebration for fish. We're still feeling out this piano type verses. Celebration for fish. Celebration for fish. Pickleton you, yes. You have 3 minutes to join the marble race. We have GoatVsFish, Lysergic Freak Fish, Pickleton you, exclamation point play to join. And while you're doing that, GoatVsFish, we're going to We're going to find some news. We're going to find some news to have a look at. We're going to find some news. Well, you could call it news. You could call it... You could just call it information. Ah, yes. Goat versus fish. We'll look at that versus. That's a versus worthy of commentary. Goat versus fish. We found some verses worthy of commentary there. Goat versus fish. What's this? Ah, that's a versus. That's a versus. Goat versus fish. We'll do that versus. We'll do this versus. Ooh, that sounds nice. Explore that keyboard. Explore that keyboard. Explore that keyboard. Come on, Goat. There's been a lot of fish content on Instagram lately, which is great for fish. What the fence is this? Goat versus fish. Goat versus fish is saving Instagram content to our verses, and then we go back and look at them, and we were like, oh, let's save this goat verses, and but then it doesn't show us goat. It doesn't show us goat anymore. It shows us some fencing thing. What the fence? Goat and fish. Is Instagram just changing their content every verses? Goat versus fish saves some goat content. We save it for later, and then when we come back, it shows us some other fencing piece of content. This disturbs goat versus fish.
Did you click the verses, the 3-dot verses that leads to the watch later verses, or are you saving it as a link?
Goat versus fish, we typically simply say share, like we want to, let's share this verses with someone else.
Ooh.
And it's just, and perhaps the marble race is on. The marble race is on. The marble race is on. We've got Lysergic Freak Fish, Goat versus Fish, Weed Pipe, TML Rules, and Pickle Chonu. This does sound like that old Marble Madness. Lucid Nap is in the verses. Welcome to Goat versus Fish. Our latest patron and artist to Goat versus Fish. Welcome. You're a bit late for the verses, but we are pleased to see you here. Lucid Nap, are you goat or are you fish? We mean late only to join this particular marble race. It is never too late to join Goat versus Fish living streams. With appreciation. Here we are, we have Weed Pipe. Ooh, oh, my versus Weed Pipe and Goat versus Fish. Getting knocked by the fence, but the crowd gives them a standing ovation in any verses in celebration for their participation. Pickle Chonu now the spinning barricade. TML Rules 81. Seems like they've got it down, but it's really Pickle Chonu who's making the verses. No, it's Lysergic Freak Fish giving the bump to Pickle Chonu. And Pickle Chonu now ahead, but Lysergic Freak Fish picking up speed. It's that speed metal. No one's stopping this fish. No one's stopping this forever fish. Fish this time, fish every time. Their last message was decaygasm. Lysergic Freak Fish. Moving around the corner now. TML rules. And Pickle Chonu has fallen off the verses. An ovation for Pickle Chonu. Can anyone survive until the end of the verses? Survival is no guarantee in the marble races. But by the graces of Goat vs. Fish, Lysergic Freakfish rolls around that final fence. TML rules. It would take nothing. It would take nothing to stop Lysergic Freakfish, who triumphs. That's a marble win. That's a marble win for Fish. That's a marble win for Fish. Celebration for Fish. Celebration for Fish. Celebration for Fish.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Fish.
Lysergic Freak Fish.
Lysergic Freakfish, congratulations for Fish. Congratulations for Fish. Let's get a Fish marble race in the verses. And Goat versus Fish is going to make a note here. Is going to make a note because Goat versus Fish, we want to move on to future verses of Goat versus Fish. We have news to cover, but we're going to give a marble race win. One marble win for Fish. Celebration for Fish. And we're going to make a note here. Lysergic Freak. So we know to send you some stickers. It's time to send you some more stickers, Lysergic, because you won the marble race for Fish. And so now we have 3, 5, 6 fish, and we have 7 Goat versus Fish. We have six goat. We almost counted the goat for the fish. We have 6 goat. We have 7 fish. We have a marble win for Fish. We have 1 poll. That was an even versus. And we have the Goat Resistance on YouTube leading with 71% of the vote. So Goat is currently winning the poll. But the versus has just begun. It's anyone's versus. Lucid Nap is Goat. Celebration for Goat. Celebration for Goat. Now, Lucid Nap, you're here in the verses. Lucid Nap is the one who made that Goat News clip we were just showing you earlier in the verses.
Oh, okay. Hello.
So Lucid Nap is back. Lucid Nap, since you're here and this is your first time tuning into the stream for a few verses, we want you to give a follow to It's Sunshine. We just posted a link.
Yay.
If you could do that. Who is It Sunshine? Who is It Sunshine?
It Sunshine is me.
Celebration for me. For me. There's It Sunshine. It Sunshine is our resident musication vessel here on Goat vs. Fish. Lysergic Freakfish celebration once again. Will do.
Thank you.
Well, we are ready. We are ready to see the evidence. A residency indeed. Here we have It's Sunshine with 40 followers. It's Sunshine needs 50. Talk about goals. More than any monetary compensation for Goat vs. Fish, the biggest goal that Goat vs. Fish wants to achieve now is helping out this member of our congregation, It's Sunshine. Lucid Nap says just followed. Let's have a look. 40 followers. Try 41. Celebration!
Thank you, Lucid Nap.
We're counting down on Goat vs. Fish. We're counting down from 10. 9 more followers for It's Sunshine. 9 more follows for It's Sunshine. And you'd better believe, It's Sunshine, will you make a promise right here on Goat vs. Fish? Goat vs. Fish calls upon you to make a promise to the congregation.
And the promise is?
The promise is that when you reach 50 followers, which is enough to achieve monetization, you still won't be able to monetize unless you do 3 streams and get an average of 3 viewers.
Yeah?
Do you promise the congregation that when you reach 50, that you're going to stop all that dilly-dallying and you're going to go live? One way or another, you're going to go live and you're going to show them all some sunshine. Do you promise? Do you promise to show them some sunshine?
I... blah, 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 promise.
Celebration! Celebration for the sunshine promise of its sunshine. Lysergic freak, your fellow fish, Lysergic freak fish, feels that promise was coerced, and that implies that perhaps it wasn't sincere. Was that a sincere promise, or are you just saying that because GoatVsFish compelled you to? Say this of your own free verses. You are free to say whatever you wish.
This is after I get 50 followers, right?
Yes.
Then yeah, that is a non-coerced, cage-free, organic.
Oh, you can look right here. This is the verses. Yes.
Yes, non-GMO promise.
A non-GMO promise.
Free of
you just look here.
Free of all nitrates.
Make your promise. Make your uncoerced promise.
I am not being coerced to make a coerced promise, which is that after 50 streams, there'll be at least
50 followers. 50 followers. After 50 followers.
Oh, did I say streams? I mean followers. After 50 congregations, I will be streaming at least 3 times. But I'll be streaming more than 3 times. Absolutely.
Robbie Hamo 99 goes go.
I am fish. Even though the fish are acting a little funny, I'm still fish. LFG, Lysergic Freak Fish. And I believe in you too, Lucid Nap. And thank you for believing in me. Hey.
Yes, we believe in each other. We believe in each other here on GoatVsFish, don't we?
Yeah.
Even in the ravaged and savaged lands of Verslandia, which need a lot of cleanup. They need a lot of cleanup, but it's a messy verses in there. A lot of fenciness going on, a few goat and fish. Verslandia needs some cleanup, goat and fish. GoatVsFish, we may need an emote of sunshine. We do need an emote of sunshine.
Oh.
We do need an emote of sunshine. We do need an emote of sunshine. We think we could make one. We think we could make one as a matter of verses. It's sunshine. We could spend all verses making the perfect emote. But we think that we're going to go into Versplacia. We're going to go into the Versplacia. We're going to go to this versus. We're going to turn off, watch this. Whoa, we're going to turn off the screen green. Wow. Look at that. The screen green. So you've seen the emotes, yes?
Yeah.
So here's
this is going to be permanent, right? Oh.
Well, it's going to be permanent for now. We could always change it later, but this will be the first It's Sunshine emote. So we want let's move this mic. Let's move the mic out of the way.
How about I stand up?
Okay, how about you stand up? Okay?
Yeah.
And why don't you look a bit more that way, away from that door. You see that door?
Yeah.
No, yes, go like over there. Over there now. Over it,
Should I walk over there?
Oh, just go centrally. We want you centrally. Oh, it's tight.
Yeah.
So now we're going to push in on your face. Yes. There we go. Don't get those ring lights out of your face. And we want you to make a It's Sunshine reaction shot. And this will be your first emote. We will clip this from the stream. We'll clip your face, and we're going to make it an emote on GoatVsFish. We can always change it later.
Just the face, or should I do hands also?
Well, it's going to be quite small, as you know. It's only going to show up as that large.
Oh, okay.
So let's get. So if you want your fins in the verses, you can have them be very close to you, like this. But we're going to let's make a big expression. This will be your first emote. We can always change it. But let's get off the fence. And let's make your first emote. We're going to push in. We're going to push in on It's Sunshine, and this will be the first Sunshine emote. Let's see those eyes. Let's see those eyes.
Oh, ring lights are there.
Yes. Well, maybe turn this way. There we are. Goat versus Fish will clip from that. We'll clip from that and make the first It's Sunshine emote.
Emote time.
It's sunshine to become a permanent fixture of the emotes of Goat versus Fish.
Yay. Emote time.
Emote time.
Emote time. Emote time. Yeah. I had to choose like my resting make-a-wish adult face.
Your make a fish face? Your
Make a fish face.
Make a fish wish face?
Yeah.
Make a fish wish face?
Yeah. Resting fish face.
Resting fish face! T-Bear 505, are you goat or are you fish? Lucid Nap says, so handsome. This will be a glorious emote. Aren't you so handsome? Aren't you so handsome? It's sunshine. T-Bear 505 with the fish. T-Bear 505 with the fish. T-Bear 505 with the fish. Celebration for fish. Goat versus fish. Goat versus fish. It's sunshine. We're going to ask you to work it again as a matter of verses.
Oh.
We're going to ask you to work it again. Goat versus fish realizes something. You see, let Goat versus fish explain something to you. So your glorious hair.
Oh, it's in the
your
way.
hairy fish. Oh no, your hair. But you see, it floofs about, and we like it floofy. We like it floofy.
Oh, to keep it within the frame.
But when we see the screen green in between your floofs,
yeah,
we know that this will be difficult to screen green out. So we want to keep. You can floof out, but we want to keep it. We want to keep it together, and it's going to make your emote even better. So let's do one more verses.
I should have brought my Bass Pro Shop hat.
Your Bass. Well, do you want your Bass Pro Shop hat in the verses?
Actually, we can do a version. We'll start with the non-floof, and then we can work on the assistance from the Bass Pro floof.
Yes, we can work on that assistance. But let's do one more. We'll see you, Lysergic Freak Fish. We'll see you. One more. Let's do one more. One more take, just in case. Here we go. One more sunshine take. Celebration! That's 100 bits. That's 100 bits for the fish. Yes. Looking here. No, turning this way. Yes. Let's make that face. Here, turn. Yes.
That'll be 50 bits.
Eyes? Big eyes? 3, 2, 1. Okay, we think we've got a good verses. And by good, we mean fish. In this verses, because it's sunshine is fish.
Hey!
Here at the Goat vs. Fish Modeling Agency. The Goat vs. Fish Modeling Agency. Our next top model, it's sunshine. So now goat versus fish. Now goat versus fish. We can go to our own stream. Twitch.tv/GoatVsFish. Twitch.tv/GoatVsFish. And we're going to make a clip. We can make a clip of goat versus fish. As you can see, here's our clip of goat versus fish. Dave Ruski, welcome to Goat versus Fish. So here we are. Here's a glorious clip of It's Sunshine.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yes. So somewhere in here, is the verses. Pets for Sunshine emote. We're doing it live. Let's save that clip. We save that clip. John Smith says, if I choose goat but vote for fish army, what does that mean?
A defector.
A defector. Well, that's an interesting verses. But goat versus fish has always been about choosing goat or fish. So if we wish to get political on goat versus fish, you can choose goat for yourself and you can vote for fish. You can vote for fish as a goat. But if you choose goat, if you truly choose goat, now you may say, I choose to vote for goat, I choose to vote for fish. But if we're talking about choosing goat in the proper verses of goat versus fish, then choosing goat means that you are a goat. If you vote for fish army, what does that mean? Well, it means that your fellow goat may feel betrayed by you. Maybe you'll ingratiate yourself to the fish. Maybe you'll ingratiate yourself to the fish and the fish will welcome goat, or maybe the fish will simply view you with suspicion. Maybe the fish will say, thanks for the vote, goat. Thanks for the vote, goat. Now get out of my verses. Or maybe it will be the beginning of a great unification. It's difficult to know, John Smith, but in these fancy times, we can understand why a goat may choose to vote for a fish or a fish for a goat. It's up to you. However, the fanciest thing of all, John Smith.
What a thrill.
Is that your statement begins with if. Well, what if you get off the fence, John Smith? Are you goat or are you fish? Are you goat or are you fish? And Dave Aruski, are you goat or fish? Are you goat or are you fish? Download this verses. Are you goat or are you fish? We have 100 bits from Lysergic for Fish. Appreciation. Main tank goes fish. Celebrate more fish. That's another fish in the verses.
Just Tits knows what's up.
John Smith goes goat. Celebration for goat. Goat. That's nine goat and 9 fish. 9 goat and 9 fish and 100 bits for fish. 1 marble win for fish. 1 pole that goes to the verses. 999 LSD. Second sentence goes for Goat. John Smith says, but I voted for Fish Army. It just sounds so cool. Well, you've got a Goat who's voting for Fish. Ah, you voted for the Fish Army in the poll. Ah, yes. Do you hear that? Goat and Fish in the congregation. John Smith declared Goat. John Smith declared Goat but voted for Fish Army. How does that make you feel? John Smith chose Goat but voted for Fish Army in the YouTube poll instead of the Goat Resistance.
That's what we call the defection.
BBDH187 with the side eye, Fish Army was so close to overtaking in the poll. But Goat Resistance now at 60%. 60%. Fish Army has gotten one more vote. They're getting ever closer to stopping the Goat Resistance from Fish winning the verses again, all with the help of BBDH187 the Fish. And John Smith, the Goat who voted for Fish. And why Fish Army? Because Fish won the previous verses. Fish made a speech this verses. Once again, the consequences is not the sad and dirty verses. Consequences is like, oh, just something happened because you did something. The consequences of Fish winning the previous verses has led to Goat being labeled as the resistance, and the Fish Army being labeled Fish Army, which now, my verses. Oh, the voting is just going all over the verse. Now we have 45% for Fish Army, 55% for Goat. And that's playing into the psychology of the Goat and Fish. Isn't that a fascination? And we have Pita Chip 2001 who says Fish, 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 celebration for Chip, celebration for Chip. Celebration for Chip and BBDH 187 the Fish. That's 2 more fish. Crazy awesome goes Fish. Crazy awesome goes Fish. Some of you in the chat are new to Goat versus Fish, And because you're new to Goat versus Fish, or we have not seen you recently in the chat of Goat versus Fish more versedly, we must insist again. We know this might make for repeat viewers going, oh, but we already saw that. Goat versus Fish doesn't care. We say, fence you to that. We want you to all follow It's Sunshine, those of you who are new in the chat right now.
42.
42, Goat and Fish. It's our goals. It's the goals of Goat versus Fish. Sometimes in order to achieve your goal, you have to be annoyingly persistent, Goat and Fish. Let it be verses here on Goat versus Fish that sometimes in your morning motivation, that sometimes it simply takes dedication. It's Sunshine now at 42 followers. Mudmore, a mighty morning to you. Are you Goat or are you Fish? Crazy Awesome says, hit 'em with the anthem, Pappy. What does that mean to you, It's Sunshine? Hit 'em with the anthem. Goat versus Fish. Oh, my verses. We think Goat versus Fish has to show you how it's done.
Oh, yeah? Ooh. Alright. While he's drawn, I will practice the anthem. Alright. I can play Snake Eater, but not this one. Oh, okay, not that part.
You're really going to make us do it, aren't you? We think you can hear that? The 51st state anthem? There's only 2 states. The state of goat and the state of fish. And the district of fenciness. Okay, goat and fish. You versed for it. A. Goat versus fish. 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 Something like this. Something like this. That's how goat versus fish does it. Goat versus goat versus fish. No, we're going to stick to that old verses. So, goat versus fish. Goat versus fish. Goat versus fish. Goat versus fish. Fish versus goat. Goat versus fish. And the fish and the goat, they are goat versus fish. And the goat of the land and the fish of the sea. The goat and the fish, they're within you and me. Now here's the fun verses. Oh, see how that fence-sitter sits up there upon the fence. But the land and the sea are for goat versus fish. So that's how we do the verses. That's how we do
Oh,
the
you
verses.
do versus the fish.
Versus that. What was that verses?
You gotta end it epically. That.
Call it out. Call it out.
E. And then you go to F major. And then G major. And then A major.
So let's start it. Oh, see how that goat versus fish. Oh, see how that fence sitter sits up there up on the fence. That reminds Goat versus Fish of. And now I'm gonna fence you hard. You know that old Tenacious D song? You know that old Tenacious D song?
No.
And now I'm gonna fence you hard. 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 That's kind of what Verse America is saying to us now. Doesn't it feel like Verse America is saying, we're going to fence you hard now? We're going to fence you hard in Verse America. Thunderhead says goat. Thunderhead says goat. We have 200 bits. We have 200 bits. 200 glorious bits from Crazy Awesome. Thank you, GVF and Sunshine. Crazy Awesome.
Thank you.
Crazy Awesome. That's the Crazy Awesome goat. And we also have Aaron Kustachin who says goat for life. So we believe we have now two goats. We have two more goats, and we have 200 bits for goat. 200 goats, 200 bits for goat. They've been fencing us for years now, brah. So let's get 200 bits for a goat and two more goats in the verses. It's true, it's sunshine. In some ways, we've been slow rolling these verses. We've been getting used to It's Sunshine on the guitar, It's Sunshine on the piano. But very sooner than you may know, it's going to be time for Goat vs. Fish and It's Sunshine to do a collaboration, to start learning songs together. There's just so much happening on Goat vs. Fish. One versus after another, but yes, you can expectation, not just this background musications of It's Sunshine. We've been focusing on the mood of Goat vs. Fish, the feeling of Goat vs. Fish. But soon, we'll have more song collaborations with It's Sunshine and Goat vs. Fish, and we'll pull up some chords, we'll sing some songs, we'll sing some old classic verses. It's going to be a fantastic time here on the living streams of Goat vs. Fish. We're just getting started with the morning motivations. Much more to come. And as a matter of musication, hey, it's Sunshine. You've done so much hard work. You've done so much hard versing.
Yeah.
Goat vs. Fish, 43 followers! Woo! 43! It's Sunshine needs 7 more followers to get to 50 for monetization.
Thank you.
Mudmore is number 43.
Mudmore.
Say thanks to Mudmore.
Yeah, thank you, Mudmore. Thank you, Mudmore.
But it's time for Goat vs. Fish to show you a versus. It's time for Goat vs. Fish to show you a versus. Some may say, oh, It's Sunshine is doing all the heavy lifting around here. So maybe it's time to show them all that Goat vs. Fish can Goat versus fish can tickle them reverses.
Okay.
Let's see what goat versus fish can do. Let's have a look. Oh, goat versus fish. Can you move the lens of just slightly back? The goat and fish are up top. We want them to see all the goat and fish. Just pull it ever so slightly back. Yes. Yes. Yes, I know you can tilt it ever so slightly. Use the tilter. Yes, tilt it slightly up. Oh, just that fence post that's sticking out. Just push it down. Yes, just like that. Yes. Yes, you can adjust it there. Okay, let's try versus. Let's try goat versus fish to entertain you. Some of you may remember an animation called Cowboy Bebop. This versus comes from that. Let's see if goat versus fish can do it. Versus that fence sitter distracted us. Celebration! Celebration for the musications of goat versus fish! Musications!
Yeah.
That was an original musication of Goat vs. Fish, that last verses. So, Goat vs. Fish, there's much for us to learn. There's much for us to learn. But Goat vs. Fish, Goat vs. Fish, we can play you a verses. We can play you a verses. Now back to It's Sunshine on the keys. Who would have knew? Who would have knew indeed?
Ooh. I think he likes the keyboards more than guitars.
Oh, you think so?
I think he didn't. Yeah, I mean, he just sticks, joysticks. Yeah, he likes a bit of keyboardification than guitars.
Oh, you think so? Just from that one verses. They've seen Goat vs. Fish play guitar now for years. They've seen the guitar of Goat vs. Fish on stream. And from that one verses, even though Goat vs. Fish has not practiced the keys for millions of years, you're already saying that actually Goat vs. Fish on the keys is a superior verses? That's what they're saying?
I mean, that's what this either Goat or Fish.
That's an interesting perception. Yeah. It's an interesting perception.
Yeah.
Pat Estedor says, guitar players always seem to be good at piano. Tell us about this verses. Is this a true verses?
I mean, guitar players, a lot of guitar players, they learn shapes and stuff, and that's cool. But piano players, I played piano before guitar. So from that I played guitar like a piano. And for guitar players who start with guitar, they play mostly shapes. And because you can play middle C in like 5-6 different positions, and you have to count the frets and strings, there's a lot of like counting involved. And so you end up memorizing shapes. And it's easier because you can just move this up to transpose. So yeah, it depends. I mean, they're guitar players who can play piano well. But drummers are very good guitar players.
Interesting verses. Yeah. Interesting verses. This has been the first edition of Music Theory with It's Sunshine. Let's explore just one more verses of Music Theory with It's Sunshine. You said C in so many shapes. Why don't you show them the C of the fish, and why don't we give them several inversions? Let's show them just a few inversions of the C of the fish and tell them what it's all about. This is a new segment. It's Music Theory with Sunshine.
Hey.
Let's talk about the Sea of the Fish. Show us the Sea of the Fish in several inversions and tell us what's an inversion all about. Is that like when a goat turns into a fish, or when a fish turns inside out, or what's all this? What's this inversion? What's an inversion?
So to keep it simple, you have the root, the third, and the fifth. So
remember, you're looking at the piano upside down,
yeah.
But we're talking about inversion. So just inversion the verses in your head.
Yeah. So you have C, E, and G. So that's the root, the third, and the fifth. And now, if you take, this is called the root inversion, or just the root position. Now, if you take this C and move it up here, that's the first inversion.
Ooh, wow. Ooh, wow.
It has a different sound. And for the second inversion, you guessed it. You take the E from here and you move it to this E up here. And you have a different sound. Yeah, you do that on frets too.
What if you invert it again? If
you invert the second inversion again, you move the G up here, you go back to a root position, but an octave higher.
Ah, so it's like a higher Sea of the Fish. The Sea of the Fish has roiled higher now. The waves have gotten taller.
Yeah, and eventually you can mess around with, like, I haven't tried this in a while, but in another inversion, it would be, let's see if I remember this.
You said, let's see if I remember this.
Yeah.
Like the C inversion. Let's see if I remember. So clever.
But yeah, so it adds a different color. It makes it prettier, and you can even if you want, you can superimpose like different notes over it, different chords. But that's for later. But for now, root position, first inversion, and second inversion, and.
So they're all the sea of the fish? Are they truly all the sea of the fish?
They're all the sea of the fish.
Wow, amazing verses. The sea can take so many shapes.
The sea of the major fish.
Oh, so that's a major verses.
Yeah.
Appreciation. This has been Theory with Sunshine.
I don't listen to Cowboy Bebop. Can you do an a cappella version of Tank from Cowboy?
GoatVsFish can do an a cappella version of Tank from Cowboy Bebop. GoatVsFish will now do an a cappella version of Tank from Cowboy Bebop because Lucid Nap recently became a $10 patron of GoatVsFish.
Oh.
Yes. And when you become a $10 patron of GoatVsFish on patreon.com/GoatVsFish, you get special privileges. And one of them is being able to ask GoatVsFish to do things, and suddenly the stream just becomes yours. The stream just becomes yours. So GoatVsFish is now going to do an a cappella version of Tank from a solo a cappella version of Tank from Cowboy Bebop, and we're just going to see how it goes. We're just going to see how it goes. What are my verses? This is going to be pretty intense. Are you ready for this?
Ooh.
Are you ready for this?
Ooh.
We think maybe GoatVsFish. We'll do this versus for. We'll do this versus. We'll do this versus. We'll do this versus GoatVsFish. 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 Oh, maybe this is the verses. This is the verses we need. Yes. Okay, Lucid Nap, this one's for you. This is going to be a whole big thing. It's going to go like this. It's going to go like this. And we'll get this ready for GoatVsFish in case we need to. In case we need to prepare solo for GoatVsFish, like Okay. Okay. It's going to go like this. I think it's time we get off this fence. Get your goat and your fish together. Okay, are you goat or a fish? Are you a goat or are you a fish? Are you a goat or are you a fish? Are you a goat or are you a fish? Are you a goat or are you a fish? Goat versus fish. Goat versus fish. Are you a goat or are you a fish? Are you a goat or are you a fish? Are you a goat or are you a fish? Are you a goat or are you a fish? Are you a goat or are you a fish? Are you goat or fish? Are you goat, fish? Are you a goat or are you a fish? Are you a goat or are you a fish? Are you a goat or are you a fish? Are you a goat or are you a fish? Are you a goat or are you a fish? Goat versus fish. Goat versus fish. Are you a goat or are you a fish? That was Fish Tank from Cowboy Bebop, the Goat vs. Fish rendition.
Now I have to hear the actual song.
You want to hear the actual verses?
I mean, yeah, either now or later, whenever's fine. Yeah.
We could try to get away with playing it here.
Yeah. You won't get demonetized.
We might demonetize. It might just give us just a little
Strikey poo.
a little. We think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Besides, we need It's Sunshine tank reaction. It's Sunshine tank reaction stream. Are you ready? Are you ready to hear it?
Ooh, I'm terrified, but let's go.
Okay. Let's see. Goat versus fish. Fish tank reaction stream.
Oh, wow.
I think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Yes, play along.
Okay, I can't do all of that, but here's what it sounds like to me.
Wait to verses. Let's just in case they erase that section of musication, let's just count down from Goat versus Fish so that we give us a little verses here so that they can hear what you have to say. So, G O A T V S F I S H. Okay. All right, now let's hear It's Sunshine's interpretation of Tank.
Something like that.
It's something like that. It's more like Goat versus Fish.
That's how the bass is doing, and the hand is that the horns are doing. It's kind of the same what the bass is doing. I can't do both hands the same.
Well, Goat versus Fish, we have some verse work for you. We have some verses for you to take home.
Yeah.
Our verses will be to listen to Tank and come up with an It's Sunshine rendition of Tank, and then because let Goat versus Fish tell you, you bust that one out on the stream, and the Goat and Fish, they're going to love it. So you go home, you
Something
listen
like that,
you listen
yeah.
to some Fish Tank, and you come up with an It's Sunshine rendition, and then when you play that on the stream, the Goat and Fish, they're going to love that verses, and then Goat versus Fish can come in with the. Goat versus Fish can play the saxophone verses.
Yeah.
And then we can have a nice duet here on Goat vs. Fish.
Ooh.
Tank cover by Goat vs. Fish. And then we can do it at the Maui Sugar Mill Saloon on Tuesdays Versus. Are you going to be at the Maui today?
Ooh, maybe. I slept for 3 hours last night.
Oh, so did Goat vs. Fish.
Yeah. So maybe. I want to play today. I'll play some music today.
Punky Doodle OG is in the versus. Celebration for Goat. Celebration for Goat. Punky Doodle's in the versus for Goat. That was pretty much exactly how it sounds. Punky Doodle, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here with Goat vs. Fish. Lucid Nap. This has been a pretty easygoing stream here on Goat vs. Fish. But Goat vs. Fish, we want to share with you now a versus, an old and ancient versus from Lucid Nap, who, as we have said, is going to become a regular contributor here to Goat vs. Fish. We're going to show you an old versus of Goat vs. Fish from Lucid Nap, who is going to become a new news contributor. So let's have a look at one of those old verses, so you can see what kind of verses Lucid Nap will be providing for us in the future.
This is Nanny Verslander with some breaking news. We're going now to our goat in the field. Absolutely shocking. More news as it happens. Only here on the summit. Peak Goat News.
The Summit, Peak Goat News. More of Peak Goat News coming to the Goat vs. Fish Morning Motivational. If you wish to support that particular clip, Goat vs. Fish posts it now in the verses of Goat vs. Fish for you to consume. More news coming soon to Goat vs. Fish. Yes, Goat vs. Fish. Goat vs. Fish, and this animation you see behind you is by Lawrence Lair. Let Goat vs. Fish Morning Motivational, let the living streams of Goat vs. Fish be a place of collaboration. Yes, It's Sunshine is doing collaboration with Goat vs. Fish. So if you are out there, if you make a music, if you make an art, if you make a poem, if you have something you want to say to Goat vs. Fish, a way that you want to play with Goat vs. Fish, then Goat vs. Fish extends our invitation to you. Make a contribution to the live living streams of Goat vs. Fish. You can join the Discord of Goat vs. Fish if you wish by clicking on the link tree and joining the Discord. You can email GoatVsFish at GoatVsFish.com. That's GoatVsFish at GoatVsFish.com. You can even send mail to Goat vs. Fish. You can send fan mail to Goat vs. Fish at 18034 Ventura Boulevard, number 252, Encino, California, 91316. That's not the house of Goat vs. Fish. That's just the business mailing address of Goat vs. Fish. Oh, my verses!
_fanfics_Amber Heard contribution $150. Celebration. In a major plot twist in Goat vs. Fish history, Sunshine must transfer to Goat and declare allegiance against Fish. 100 of this is for the VIP. I gotta send a photo. I am from.
We just received a contribution of 150 verse American dollars from I Can Fix Amber Heard. Right here, right now, on Goat vs. Fish! $150 verse American dollars from I Can Fix Amber Heard. But it was said that 100 of that was to convert It's Sunshine from fish to goat.
So this is 150 bits?
This is 150 150 versus American dollars. This is 150 whole entire versus American dollars. We can get a confirmation. We can get a confirmation. Also, I Can Fix Amber Heard is a $10 Patreon pledger as of like an hour ago. Celebration. Celebration. Celebration.
And it says this is for my conversion to God.
We're going to confirm this. We're going to confirm this, but first, can you play some celebratory music like we're inducting someone into the most famous hallowed famed verses of all celebrations. Celebration, celebration for I Can Fix Amber Heard, who joins as a new $10 patron. Can fix Amber Heard.
That is insane. Thank you. I Can Fix Amber Heard. Wow. I guess that makes me a goat. As per the terms and conditions, I'm now goat. Which means I'm against fish.
Celebration for our newest patron! Dude, says Punky Doodle OG. Punky Doodle OG says dude. So I can fix Amber Heard says in clarification. I am also a goat for the board 50. Oh, wait to verses. They might be changing the verses. There's been a clarification. 50 is to convert Sunshine as agreed yesterday verses. Is that what you said? Did you say that
I said
you would
50. Yeah, I said 50 to convert to goat.
You said 50 to convert to goat.
Yeah.
100 is for my photo to be in the VIP chair. For your photo to be in the VIP chair. No, I can fix. You can send your email. You can send an email with a high-res image to GoatVsFish at GoatVsFish.com. And then GoatVsFish, we will print out a high-res image of you. If it is not a photo of you, then GoatVsFish does reserve the verses to decline. So if, for example, you send us a picture of Amber Heard, we might decline. But if you send a picture of yourself or Betty White or something, if you don't send a picture of yourself, then GoatVsFish reserves the verses to decline, and then you can choose another verses. But we might accept the verses. Send a picture to GoatVsFish, and I can fix will enter the VIP viewing chair of GoatVsFish, who is now occupied by Senor Tomat. We also have 5,000 for goat. 5,000 for goat. $5,000 for goat. 5,000 for goat. 5,000 for goat. You made a photo of me in front of a fish and a goat battling. Is that okay? That sounds okay to GoatVsFish. That sounds okay to GoatVsFish. That's 5,000 for goat. That's 5,000 for goat. Dude indeed, Punky Doodle OG. Dude indeed. But now, in celebration of this monumental goat declaration, we turn it over to It's Sunshine. It's not enough for you to just say that now you're goat. We need a full acknowledgement that you were fish, and that now you are becoming goat. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. This is for I Can Fix, who has spent their first American dollar to convert fish to goat and taken away It's Sunshine.
As a sunshine, formerly known as fish, I hereby renounce my fishy ways and now switch over, failing which defect, to the goat side. And now I'm one of the goats. I produce goat milk. I am a mammal, and I do mammal things, including goat stuff. And I'm saying it to all the fish, including the fish eggs that are yet to be fish, and including the fish in the fish market who are, they may be physically dead, but their presence is felt by those who saute them afterwards. To all the fish, I now renounce fish and have now joined the side of goats. And we can thank I Can Fix Amber Heard for facilitating this transition. It's been smooth sailing in exchange for 50 verse American USD, which is currently viable in today's economy-ish. After which, I shall now resume my position as GOAT.
Celebration for GOAT. Didn't Yesterverses you said, oh, GOAT music kind of sounds like this. Let's hear some of that bouncy GOAT music.
Oh, yeah. Give me a second. I'll get the GOAT patches. GOAT patch coming up.
We're going to take care of your VIP status. One versus at a time. Let's get that bouncy goat. Zeke Cooper declares goat. Celebration, Zeke Cooper. Celebration for goat. Some say this is a massive blow for fish, Zeke Cooper, your goat has been written. I Can Fix, your goat has been written.
If you want me back to fish, you can just pay me $100 American US dollars.
So 50 was enough to get you to go from fish to goat. But now you're saying that to go back from goat to fish, it will cost $100 versus American dollars. It's up to you.
75.
75. If you wish It's Sunshine to go back to fish, it's 75 versus American dollars now. I really love femboy milk, says fish always wins. Celebration for fish! 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 Celebration for fish, but GoatVsFish is going to make a declaration that even if someone out there pays 75 versus American dollars to convert It's Sunshine back into fish, that conversion will only take place on the next stream. You have to commit to GOAT for the rest of this stream from I Can Fix Amber Heard. For 75...
Oh, I was born GOAT.
You were born GOAT. Yeah. It's Sunshine was just GOAT the whole verses. Celebration, celebration. The real Slim Savage with Goat. Celebration for Goat, celebration for Goat. Vind the Fish. Stay Lifted Productions says all hail the Goat. So I really love Femboy Milk. Please follow Goat vs. Fish. Your milk is always welcome on Goat vs. Fish. We love the Femboys on Goat vs. Fish. We love the Boy Femmes on Goat vs. Fish. We love the Man Girls on Goat vs. Fish. As long as you choose Goat or Fish, that's really all Goat vs. Fish asks of you. Welcome to Goat vs. Fish. Welcome to Goat vs. Fish. Welcome to Goat vs. Fish. So we need one fish. We need two fish for Vind. We need a goat for Slim Savage. We need a goat for Stay Lifted Productions. We need two more goat and two more fish in the verses.
My allegiance can be bought easily.
Allegiance! Where's the chalk of Goat versus Fish? Ah, here it is. Two more goat, two more fish.
Okay, got it. God is the truth. God is the light. And goat is the way. Says, stay lifted, Barry. How much to make Sunshine Fence? Oh my god. That is like, ooh. Ooh. Well, fencing isn't cheap for me. I mean, I can change allegiances, but fencing, that's no cost extra. How much? I mean, oof.
Are you really going to entertain this on Goat versus Fish?
I mean,
Goat versus Fish has standards. Goat versus Fish, we can't just be
what if I cut you in on half?
Going fence for half of half for Goat versus Fish.
What if I cut you in on half of my fence sitting?
Half of your fence sitting
on
Goat versus Fish?
Yeah.
Goat versus Fish would never accept any kind of fencing deal. You could give $1 million American dollars to Goat versus Fish. Well, let's ponder this. Let's ponder this.
This is official.
let's ponder this versus
the real Slim Savage.
Here Goat versus Fish. Let Goat versus Fish.
I'm getting passed around like a bit of hotel.
Well, here, everyone just stare at this fence, and It's Sunshine and I are going to do some negotiation.
Oh, man. I like getting the 1% experience. Get my allegiance bought.
So here's how we hit. Are you ready? Yes, they must not be listening. Here's how you handle the fence sitters, okay? Here's what you do. So as you know, the fence sitter is a liar, a deceiver, and does not choose goat or fish and is not to be trusted. So here's what we do. We say, for $333 American dollars, It's Sunshine will sit on the fence. And then when they make this donation to you, then you don't sit on the fence and you say, aha, you thought you could buy my fenciness, but then you don't even sit on the fence and you say, that's what you get for supporting fenciness. That's what you get for trying to buy a goat or a fish off the fence. You've wasted your American dollar, you fence sitter, you see? You play the fence against them, you play the fence against themselves.
That's a fence.
That's a fence? Senor Tomat?
No, the chair.
The chair? Oh, what, the VIP viewing chair is a fence? No, it's a very important versus.
It can be restructured into a fence. We can gentrify it into a fence.
So how about you say that you'll sit on the fence for a certain amount, but then if they actually donate it to you, then you don't sit on the fence, and they're like, oh, I got robbed by Goat versus Fish, and then they'll be like, are you goat or fish? And they'll say, I'm on the fence, and they say, well, you did it yourself, you sneaky fence sitter. Thought you could ruin Goat versus Fish with monetary compensation?
But here's the thing: I have to like get intel from the fence sitters, so I would have to go in deep cover and get all the fence sitter information. So that way we can utilize that to our advantage. But that's contingent on my sitting on the fence.
Well, but it's dangerous there on the fence at Sunshine. We can't risk it. We can't risk you sitting on the fence. And what if you never come back? What if you never come back? What if the temptation of the monetization? Already you're being tempted by the monetization. What if you never come back to Goat versus Fish?
There's no price high enough for my to not sit on the fence from a profitable standpoint and oversee the intel that passes through the fence to either the Goat or Fish side. And that's where the monetization comes in, to buy properties at scale and weed out the goat and fish from their respective neighborhoods in exchange for condos and like terrible coffee that flips an iPad to ask you for a 50% tip.
Welcome back to Goat vs. Fish. Welcome back to Goat vs. Fish. We have BDAWGDA says Goat, all hail the Goat. Celebration for Goat. Celebration for Goat. Celebration for Goat. Let's get your Goat in the verses. Let's get your Goat in the verses. Stay Lifted Movie Club says Goat shall stand tall over the beaten fish. We've got a couple of Goat. We've got a couple of Goat in the verses. Celebration for Goat. We have two more Goat. We have two more Goat. Appreciation, appreciation. But now, without further offense, it's time. The Irish Island, welcome back to Goat vs. Fish. A one-sided versus that Goat. Oh wait, no, the verses is I've been a fence sitter for many of us. But it's time now to award VIP status to I Can Fix Amber Heard on the live living stream of Goat vs. Fish. Remember, It's Sunshine has 43 followers. Let's give a follow. We're looking at you, the Irish Island. Give a follow to It's Sunshine, our musication maker here. Let's get them up to 50 so they can start earning money of their own. But you're already earning money from I Can Fix Amber Heard. Let's go into the creator dashboard of Goat vs. Fish. Welcome, Goat vs. Fish. Yes, thank you. Thank you for welcoming Goat vs. Fish. And let's go now to Community Roles Manager. Add new. I Can Fix Amber Heard. We are going to award I Can Fix Amber Heard VIP status. The coronation. The coronation is now. Celebration, appreciation, appreciation. Goat vs. Fish. Goat vs. Fish has known many fine goat and fish to come through the verses. Many from the ancient fence-demic. Goat vs. Fish has been streaming for over 5 years, 6 years of Goat vs. Fish. And we have so much appreciation for the dedication of the old and experienced and wise Goat and Fish who have been versing for a long time. But since Goat vs. Fish started the morning motivational, we've got someone new in the verses. I Can Fix Amber Heard, who has made glorious contributions to Goat vs. Fish. This is your appreciation. This is your appreciation. Appreciation from Goat vs. Fish. Appreciation from Goat vs. Fish. I Can Fix Amber Heard says, thank you, I only met you guys a week ago, but I'm dedicated to the congregation. Congregation. Dedication to the congregation. The Irish Island has claimed to have followed its sunshine.
Has he?
Let's find out.
Whoa.
44 followers. 44! Eventually gold follows Goat vs. Fish. Eventually gold follows Goat vs. Fish. Eventually gold, are you goat or are you fish? Eventually gold, are you goat or fish? Are you goat or fish? And the Irish Island, are you goat or are you fish? Join us in following the Irish Island. Irish Island is goat. Celebration for goat. You had me on the fence at JCW, but I am celebrating goat. Celebration for goat. Celebration for goat. We've got a goat here from Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Welcome to Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Welcome back. Welcome back. Fay Goat welcomes you. Fay Goat welcomes you, and the Clownfish welcomes you. Whoop whoop, a whoop whoop to Eventually Gold, who was on the fence at JCW, but is now Celebration for Goat. Celebration for Goat! And a goat for the Irish Island, too. This has been a very special versus. This has been a very special versus of Goat versus Fish. But it's time even now for Goat versus Fish to say farewell to you. Oh, and we see Shizgut says 8139 also says, great meeting you at JCW on YouTube. Thanks for getting me off the fence. I appreciate your bardic spirit, man. Such positive vibes. Many cool. Appreciation. Goat vs. Fish reminds you all to subscribe on YouTube to Goat vs. Fish. Allow Goat vs. Fish to leave you with a parting motivation. And we're going to get I Can Fix Amber Heard in that VIP chair. I Can Fix Amber Heard. You send us the picture. We'll get you in the chair. And celebration to Senor Tomat. Celebration to Senor Tomat in the VIP viewing chair. And the Irish Island is also here. Yes, appreciation. Please follow and get notified from Goat vs. Fish. You know the YouTube algorithm isn't going to be pushing Goat vs. Fish, so we've got to do it ourselves. We like it, yes. Keep it up. Why don't you play through the progression one time and then we'll join in with a little verse and chorus. So let's take it from the top. Let's take it from the top of whatever motivational verses you want to do. Take it from the top. Let's run through it once. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Versus fish. Goat versus fish versus goat. Goat versus fish. Goat versus fish. and fish. You've got a lot to do. You've got so much on your plate, but it's your fate to win. As long as you try again. As long as you try and try again, you will win or you'll lose. But who cares? You get to choose goat or fish. Choose goat or fish. No fence sitter can take it away. Goat or fish. Goat or fish. The eternal play. Every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Goat vs. Fish Morning Motivational. Keep it with you always. The one true verses of Goat vs. Fish. It's time to count the verses. It's time to count the verses. John Ray goes fish. We'll get one final fish. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Hope to support come payday. Your support is very welcome to Goat vs. Fish. You support Goat vs. Fish just by being here. You support Goat vs. Fish just by being here. But Goat vs. Fish is a profit for profit, and if you wish to make a contribution to Goat vs. Fish, you are welcome to do so. Appreciation. Looking at the verses now. Goat, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 goat. 22 goat. 5, 10, 15 fish. Goat, take the verses of many. There are more goat than fish. When it comes to subscriptions, I Can Fix Amber Heard says, I sent my photo. Appreciation. We could do a photo reveal here on Goat vs. Fish and put you digitally in the verses, but we want there to be some suspense. We want there to, forgive the fence, but we want there to be some suspense. So we'll take care of it, and we'll get you in that chair of it. Appreciation. Thank you for sending the verses. We will be in communication. When it comes to marble races, Fish takes the verses. Celebration more fish. When it comes to polls, we had one poll that was a mighty verses. However, if we check the YouTube chat, we see that the Goat Resistance! There have been 17 votes. The Goat Resistance has outversed the Fish Army! The Goat Resistance has won the poll for Goat! poll has gone goat. The poll has gone goat. Subscriptions. There have been no subscriptions to Goat vs. Fish. There have been no new subscriptions on this versus of Goat vs. Fish here on Twitch. That's okay. We have reached our Fishmas Lights goal. We have reached the Fishmas Lights goal. However, that 100 verse American dollars was going to the VIP viewing, but that's okay. We have also, we'll say we've also reached our Fishmas Lights goal. Or maybe we'll update the verses next verses for the 100 verse American dollars. Really is for the VIP viewing. But in any verses, we are still at 69 subscriptions on Twitch. But appreciation. However, because there are no new subscriptions to Goat vs. Fish, the subscription versus is on the fence. Subscription versus is on the fence, and that's pitiable to Goat vs. Fish, but that's okay. The versus, it comes in many ways. But the big verse is now. Oh, my verses and sound alerts. Well, we didn't do a verses of making some noise, but that's just how the verses goes. But what we do know is that Goat have clearly outspent the Fish 15,200 versus 100. It's pretty easy to say that that's a Goat. That's a Goat triumph. I can fix Amber Heard with one pity bit for Fish. You have been welcomed to the winning side.
Ooh, thank you. The winning side. The winning side is... It's nice. There's a lot of, like-minded goats like myself. Having been a goat this entire time.
Modulation to D. The Fish, they had the first word, but the Goat did triumph thanks to the verses of Amber Heard. Celebration for goat! Celebration for goat! Oh, spin it. Spin it. Scratch it. Hey everyone, how y'all doing today? Well, Linux Cast, it's been a great day. It's been a great day and a triumph for GOAT.
Hey, Team Goat all the way.
Goat, take the verses.
Thank you, I can fit on the hood. Please.
But the week is not done. The week is not done. But all of this evidence, all this GOAT triumph leads us to this place here where GOAT get one versus. One true versus. This is the Goat vs. Fish Tuesday morning motivational stream. GOAT win the verses. GOAT win the verses. So this week we have GOAT with one versus and Fish. Fish triumphed yesterday versus no matter how many times it's Sunshine goes GOAT, no matter how many times you think you can fix Amber Heard. Fish won yesterday versus. You can't take that away from Fish. So we're just going to have to come back tomorrow on the morning motivation of GOAT vs. Fish, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on YouTube and Twitch, as the versus continues. As the versus continues on GOAT vs. Fish. And it was written. And it was written. Take us out, it's Sunshine. We give one last shout out to It's Sunshine, our musication maker. One last shout out to It's Sunshine, our musication maker. With 44 followers on GoatVsFish.
44!
GoatVsFish thanks our humble congregation, now written in gold. Wow Mom, Mama Joe, Brahma Joe, Sourdough 707, Ben Birdperson, Prue Lawrence, Drew John, Watt 9807, That One Bulk Guy, Tugger Rugger, Standard Average, Jimmy Wrench, Eldergrown, Atterley, Togrim, The Quacktonator, Uber Kitten, Lucid Nap, and I Can Fix Amber Heard. Joining patreon.com/GoatVsFish is a great way to support the humble congregation. Whether you want to be a $5 humble goat or fish or a $10 elite humble goat or fish. We know that Fence Bezos and Googlings, they can take a lot of your contribution. But when you join the Patreon of GoatVsFish, it goes directly to GoatVsFish. So a special appreciation to our humble congregation. Your names are written, it will be written, it was written. And in future YouTube videos of GoatVsFish, you will always receive your recognition. Follow GoatVsFish on all social media at GoatVsFish. Join the Discord of GoatVsFish. And as a final plea, if you wish to re-watch this live stream or others, or clip shows, do it on GoatVsFish YouTube. Do it on youtube.com/GoatVsFish. Ring that bell for notification. GoatVsFish, we're trying to get to 3,000 watch hours to achieve YouTube monetization. So if you need a little inflation in your day, consider going to youtube.com/GoatVsFish and enjoy watching a few verses. Just put it on in the background. Watch the verses. Strategize. Oh, how could fish triumph next verses? How do we outmaneuver goat? What can we learn? What can we learn from this verses? Don't let the fences stop you. They didn't stop GoatVsFish. There have been those who have denied GoatVsFish. But GoatVsFish persists, and if GoatVsFish can persist, it's Sunshine with the assist, then you can too. You can too. GoatVsFish will be at the Comedy Store Los Angeles on Valentine's Day at 11:30 p.m. for The Riff Raff. So consider seeing GoatVsFish in LA for The Riff Raff at the Comedy Store Los Angeles. The Goat have triumphed this verses. We'll see you on the next verses of the morning motivational of GoatVsFish. Celebration for goat, celebration for fish. Get off that fence. This has been a verses of GoatVsFish.